Welcome, Cancer. It's a pivotal month. This month of July 2024. I'm Dadhichi. Welcome to you newcomers. Here we have the karmic wheels in motion as usual. And this month I want to focus primarily on this retrograde Saturn taking place in your ninth house. Very, very critical point, which has to do with a lot of your higher ideals, educational pursuits, ethics, and even legal matters, if that's something that's bothering you right now. Retrogression is often misunderstood. We often hear about retrograde Mercury, which, can give us a couple of weeks of havoc, depending on where that planet is transiting in the horoscope. But Saturn is a much slower moving planet, so the retrogression is going to have deeper, longer lasting effects. And that can start around the 6th of the month with this new moon forming a triangular aspect to this retrograde Saturn, giving you the insights you require to make those needed changes in your life. Your karmic node, the reflector of future karma, is here in your 10th house. And that, I think, is working hand in glove with this retrograde Saturn here in the 9th house of exploration, learning, tertiary educational pursuits. Some of you may want to extend, deepen, broaden your knowledge base during this critical transit. And as I said, the new moon is often the trigger for that and can give you the insight that you require to make those appropriate changes. This ninth house is traditionally associated with long distance travels, and Saturn gives structure to that. While, generally we like to travel for the purpose of pleasure and enjoyment, this Saturnian influence can lead to more purposeful and even educational journeys. There could be journeys associated with the work that you're doing, travel to places where you need to ferret out information. That's also shown by the retrograde movement of Pluto in your 8th house, which is a research orientated house. 9th house is a spiritual house, so it's going to prompt deeper spiritual introspection, discussions associated with spirituality. Please note also Jupiter, the ruler of that 9th house. I think I've touched on this before, Cancer, is also transiting this very deep, mysterious 12th house, another spiritual house in your horoscope. That's going to challenge Saturn in the upcoming weeks. Probably won't get to that this month, but we will talk about that, because this expansion, this feeling that you're accomplishing something in terms of your spiritual seeking, is at odds with this concrete retrograde Saturn in the 9th house. This 12th house frees you from the limitations of your past karma, but at the same time, the lessons you're learning or what it is you need to educate yourself on is more of a concrete, grounded sort of knowledge. That's also highlighted by this Neptune-Saturn combination, Neptune being an otherworldly planet, also retrograde from the 2nd of July. So you've got a double whammy there in your 9th house, Cancer. So here we see a couple of points, Jupiter and Neptune. Neptune's the upper harmonic, working at challenging this concretization of your philosophical goals and beliefs. That will also be triggered by the transit of the moon. Full moon on the 21st takes place there in the crossover, the cuspal point of Capricorn and Aquarius, 7th house, 8th house, research orientated. When it touches Saturn and Neptune, I think that's when you'll start to experience some important breakthroughs here, even though the retrogression may not allow you to act upon those particular insights. Publishing and writing, legal challenges, cultural and global awareness, these are all the key words for what's triggered by the retrograde Saturn, and more importantly, an important review of all of these things. And importantly too, you've got to understand that often we have philosophical, religious or moral values, but then when it comes to the crunch and we need to express that in practical day-to-day terms, we find that there's a huge gap there. So I think it's bridging that gap that's going to be an important part of your lesson this month through this incredible retrograde Saturn in your 9th house. I have more for you over at astrology.com.au. We've got the chronological transits that can help you extend your understanding of what's going on with these transits. That's in the links below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, we like that, and by all means drop me a line if you want to ask me any sort of question. I'm here at your service, and I'll see you again next month. Take care. Bye bye.